Zeal Education Society, redefining excellence.
Welcome back. In the previous 5 to 6 classes, we have seen Z transform and inverse Z transform. Now let us come to its important application in the analysis of discrete time control system, that is solution of difference equation. Now what is difference equation? Difference equation is the equation relating input and output of the system, and it is given as, or any discrete time LTI system can be represented as, we will see it, any discrete time linear time invariant system can be represented as summation I equal to 0 to n y of k minus I is equal to summation I equal to 0 to m u of k minus I, where y is the output of system and u is input applied to the system. And here this difference equation is expressed in terms of delays, like say this is nothing but this can be expanded as say y of k, or even we will give here the coefficients ai and here the coefficients bi. So this is nothing but a0 y of k plus a1 y of k minus 1 so on up to an y of k minus n, and it is equated to b0 u of k plus b1 u of k minus 1 so on up to bm u of k minus m, and where m is always less than equal to n for the causality. Now this difference equation is represented using delayed versions of input and output. Same way we can represent it as or summation I equal to 0 to n ai y of k plus I equal to summation I equal to 0 to m bi u of k plus I with again m less than equal to m. So a discrete time system will which is linear time variant, it must be discrete time LTI system can be represented in this form or this form. Now in this case u is known and our interest is in finding out y for the applied u. So how to do it? Now solution of this difference equation is y of k, which is the system output. So what we want to find is solution of difference equation using Z transform. So how to do it? What we will do, I will say general procedure. To solve difference equation, and this is linear difference equation, that is why we can apply Z transform. Step number 1, apply Z transform on both sides of difference equation. So if I apply Z transform on both sides, what I will get? I will get the terms in the form of y of z and u of z. Then for the known input u of k, find u of z and then expression for y object. And the last step will be determine inverse Z transform of y of z to get solution of difference equation y of k. So this is general procedure. Now I will just make a note. In this case, the time shift property of Z transform is very useful. So this is a general procedure. Now what we will do, just let us mention that property. Z transform of x of k minus n is equal to z raised to minus n x of z. And same way, the Z transform of x of k plus n is equal to z raised to n in the bracket x of z minus summation k equal to 0 to n minus 1 x of k z raised to minus k. So these two are required. If the difference equation is represented in delayed shift, delayed form, delayed samples, use this. If in advanced samples, use this. So for that purpose, just for the kind of revision, what I will do, I will write here x of k minus 1 taken z transform is nothing but z raised to minus 1 x of z. X of k minus 2 taken z transforms gives me z raised to minus 2 x of z, and so on. Let us keep only up to 2, and similarly x of k plus 1 taken z transform gives me z x of z minus z x of 0. X of k plus 2 taken z transform gives me z square x of z minus z square x of 0 minus z x of 1. So if it is in the form of advanced sample shift, you must have initial conditions to solve the difference equations. But if it is in the form of delays, then it is not required. So let us solve a few examples on difference equations to consolidate the concept. In this lecture we will solve 2 examples, and we will have another lecture and we will solve 2 more examples to cover more diversity or variety of the examples. So let us start with example 1. Solve the difference equation x of k plus 5 x of k minus 1 plus 6 x of k minus 2 equal to u of k, with u of k as a step function. So it is nothing but 1 for k greater than equal to 0, it is equal to 0 for k less than 0. So what I can say, that this is a step function. or step signal, unit step. Now I have to solve this. So let us start solving. We have, what we have? We have the difference equation x of k plus 5 x of k minus 1 plus 6 x of k minus 2 equal to u of k. Taking Z transform on both sides, we get Z transform of x of k is x of z plus 5 z raised to minus 1 x of z, because Z transform x of k minus 1 is z raised to minus 1 x of z, plus 6 z raised to minus 2 x of z, and this is equal to u of z. So what I can do now? I can take x of z common. So 1 plus 5 z raised to minus 1 plus 6 z raised to minus 2 x of z is equal to u of z is z transform of 1, because we are taking only causal sequence. So it is 1 for k greater than equal to 0. That means it is 1, and z transform of 1 is z upon z minus 1. And now what I will do? I will multiply on both sides with z square to convert this form into positive powers of z. So z square plus 5z plus 6 into x of z, that is equal to z cube divided by z minus 1, and this gives me x of z. So this is our step number 1 was this is the step number 2, obtaining expression for z transform of solution x of z, and this will be now z cube divided by z minus 1 into z square plus 5z plus 6, and that is, so what I get? Now I have to take z inverse of this, inverse z transform to get x of k. Let us do it. So what is our procedure? We will do it by partial fraction approach. So x of z by z is equal to now z square upon z minus 1 into this will be z plus 2 into z plus 3. This can be represented as a upon z minus 1 plus b upon z plus 2 plus c upon z plus 3. Now what is a? A is equal to z square upon the remaining term, that is z plus 2 z plus 3, keeping z equal to 1. This will be 1. 2 plus 1 is 3. 3 plus 1 is 4, so it is 1 by 12. Next is B. B will be equal to z square divided by z minus 1 into z plus 3, keeping z equal to minus 2. So square of minus 2 is 4 upon minus 2 into minus 2 minus 1 is minus 3 plus 1, so it's minus 3. So it is minus 4 by 3. And now C is z square upon z minus 1 into z plus 2, keeping z equal to minus 3. So minus 3 square is 9 divided by, this will be minus 4, this will be minus 1, so this is 4. And that means x of z by z is equal to 1 by 12 into z minus 1 minus 4 by 3 into z plus 2 plus 9 by 4 into z plus 3. So x of z is equal to 1 by 12 into z upon z minus 1 minus 4 by 3 into z upon z plus 2 plus 9 by 4 into z upon z plus 3. Now we have done ample practice of z and inverse z. So let us find out inverse z directly, and this will be z upon z minus 1 as inverse z 1. So this is 1 by 12 minus 4 by 3 into minus 2 raised to k plus 9 by 4 into minus 3 raised to k. So it is solved. This is a very simple example. You go for any example, if you have proper concepts of z and inverse z, you can solve difference equation very easily. Let us take one more example. In this example, we will take the difference equation with advanced samples. Solve the difference equation I will take x of k plus 2 minus 1.3 x of k plus 1 plus 0.4 x of k, and let us consider homogeneous equation, homogeneous difference equation. That means input is not applied, and the initial conditions are given with x of 0 equal to 1 and x of 1 equal to 1. So let us solve this. What we have? We have the difference equation x of k plus 2 minus 1.3 x of k plus 1 plus 0.4 x of k. So taking z transform on both sides, this is the step number 1. What we get? Z transform x of k plus 2 is z square x of z minus z square x of 0 minus z x of 1. Next, minus 1.3 in the bracket. Z transform x of k plus 1 is z x of z minus z x of 0 plus 0.4 x of z, and this is equal to 0. So this gives me z square minus 1.3 z plus 0.4. I have collected the terms of x of z minus z square into x of 0 is z square minus z into x of 1, so it's minus z. Then this plus 1.3 z, because x of 0 is again 1, and this is equal to 0. So z square minus 1.3 z plus 0.4 into x of z, this is equal to this will come here, z square minus 0.3 z. So x of z is equal to, I will take z common, z into z minus 0.3 divided by z square minus 1.3 z plus 0.4, and hence x of z by z is z minus 0.3. I will take factors of this. If you are not perfect in taking factors, make use of calculator. Using calculator you can do so. The factors of these are z minus 0.8 into z minus 0.5, and hence this can be written as a upon z minus 0.8 plus b upon z minus 0.5. Let us find a and b. So here a is equal to z minus 0.3 divided by z minus 0.5 with z equal to 0.8. So 0.8 minus 0.3 is 0.5. So it's 0.5 divided by 0.3, that is 5 by 3. And b is z minus 0.3 divided by z minus 0.8 with z equal to 0.5. So this is equal to, this will be 0.2 divided by minus 0.3. So it's minus 2 by 3. And so what I get here is x of z by z is equal to, a is 5 by 3. So 5 by 3 into z minus 0.8 minus 2 by 3 into z minus 0.5. And so x of z is equal to 5 by 3 z upon z minus 0.8 minus 2 by 3 z upon z minus 0.5. And now taking inverse z. So x of k is equal to 5 by 3 0.8 raised to k minus 2 by 3 0.5 raised to k. So I solved couple of examples. Now let us consider the steps. So what we did, look at this example. Whether it is expressed with a difference equation containing samples with advanced version of time or a delayed shift in time. The first step is always take Z transform on both sides of the difference equation. So we take it. Then recollect the terms and obtain the expression for x of z. And then find out inverse Z transform of x of z to get x of k. Now this inverse Z transform you can obtain by partial fraction approach, or even you can go by residue approach. Here we have followed the partial fraction approach, but in the previous 2-3 couple of lectures we have covered inverse Z transform by partial fraction approach as well as residue method. So you can go by any method. So I think it is enough in this class. In the next class we will solve few more examples on difference equation with something different in the problem statement than this. Let us meet again. Thank you.